Hello guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to show you how to create an invasion style map animation. I'm going to be using the premium plugin Geolayers 3 within Adobe After Effects to do so. This plugin is specifically for map animators and people who are interested in making some map videos. If you want to try this out for completely free, there's a link down in the description where I show you exactly how to do so. You can check it out and see if it's for your liking. Now, without further ado, let me show you how this is done. So once you're in Adobe After Effects, you go ahead, click Create Map. I'm going to map this around Iran. Make it 15 seconds. And I'm going to choose the Bing aerial map. So I go in here, type Iran. Double click it so it'll help me center it up, and let's go ahead and create the shape layer. Now, this is going to be the first layer of the shape, and I'm going to map another Iran shape layer, and this is going to be the invasion one. So let's type this out, Iran red, which is basically the invasion, and Iran blue. In order to get a nice looking glow effect, I personally like to do is go to color, and then I also make a black and white background, meaning the map comp itself. So I'll go to tint in the effects and presets panel and add a tint to the background. Now I have Iran here, and as you can see, I also have a red and a blue. I also want to type the name Iran. And I'll pin the text to the map comp anchor. Now to get into the invasion aspect, what I need to do is go ahead to new and create a solid. Doesn't matter what color. Create it, and when you get into this solid, what you want to do is create a mask. So just create a small circle, just connect it, there you go. And what I would actually want to do is name this the matte so I won't get confused, and I just go ahead and matte the Iran red to be inside of the parameters of the map shape that I've just created. When you do so, you will get something like this, and if you want, you can also add some more vertices to get this the exact look or exact territories that you want. And to make this a little bit more dynamic, what you can do is add a turbulence displace. So if I go ahead and place this on the matte, then I can stylize the turbulent displace and change its effect on the shape layer. Just play around with it, see what you like, see what kind of style you get. There you go, something like this, let's say I want. And also what you want to do to make this more dynamic is add a feather. So under the mask, you have an option to mask the feather, and there you go. Let's put it something like 70. And as you see, we have this really cool type of fade in, fade out style. As you can see, it's not really the same color. I mean, the red is more stronger than the blue right here. And what I can do to fix this is also matte the blue to the matte that I have created, and that way I can then invert it. I'll show you exactly what I mean. So I go to track matte, and I take the blue Iran layer and put the matte also to the matte that I've created. As you see here, it disappeared. But if I go ahead and click right here, which is click to invert the matte, it changes the matte, and basically this comes back to life. And as you see here, the red is a little bit more lighter. If you want this a little bit more light, then you can go to the opacity and just turn this down a little bit. But it doesn't really affect me. I like that type of red. And now the final steps is to just go ahead and move the vertexes all the way across the map. So what I want to do is create a keyframe on the start, and I want to move the invasion where I play around with the vertexes and move them around all the way to the end. Let's also add a stroke to make the country a little bit more dynamic. There you go. And what you can actually do also is add an easy ease to this. To the keyframe. And then play around with this here. Also, another important step to this is to pin the matte layer to the map anchor point so that when you move this around, it stays the same. What do I mean by this? If I wanted to move the camera around, you can see that the matte stays right here. If I didn't, it wouldn't be pinned to the map comp, and it would just stay in the composition itself and not in the map. So let me just add a little bit of keyframes to make this more visually appealing. And this is the final look that I have gotten after adding all the keyframes. If you want to be able to animate something like this, again, there's the link to Geolayers down in the description. So go ahead and check it out. And I mean, this is the perfect plugin slash tool to really create the best maps, honestly. So if you want to become a map animator, this is the plugin to do so. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.